Most people have no idea what just quietly slipped out of Wall Street this week, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. This is one of those moments where silver insiders stop talking, and regular people are left to figure it out too late. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you something JPMorgan didn't mean to highlight, but they did anyway. And if you care about silver even a little, this could completely change how you see next week. Silver markets don't move on headlines, they move on positioning. And right now, something in that positioning feels very different. Before we go deeper, make sure you're subscribed to Bullion Alert HQ, because we break these stories before they go mainstream. And if this video helps you think clearer about silver, a quick like really helps this channel grow. Now here's the strange part that most people missed. JPMorgan didn't announce a price, but they hinted at direction through their actions. Big banks never speak directly, they speak through exposure, hedges, and timing. And when you line those pieces up, the message becomes uncomfortable clear. Silver has been acting calm on the surface, but underneath pressure has been building for weeks. This kind of calm usually comes right before a sharp move. Ask yourself something honestly for a second. If nothing big was coming, why would institutional behavior suddenly shift? What JPMorgan did wasn't loud, but it was visible if you know where to look. Their positioning suggests they're preparing, not reacting. That's important because preparation always comes before price. Retail traders usually only see it after the move is already gone. Think about how silver behaved before previous surprise spikes. It always felt boring right before it wasn't. This is why long-term silver holders tend to stay patient. They understand that silence in silver is rarely accidental. Now imagine being on the wrong side of a move that starts while everyone is distracted. That's usually how the biggest silver candles are born. JPMorgan has a long history with silver, and none of it is random. Every adjustment they make is calculated months in advance, so when something leaks indirectly, it's worth paying attention, especially when timing lines up with broader market stress. Here's something that might surprise you. Silver often moves when confidence in other assets starts to crack, and right now, confidence feels thin across the board. Stocks look strong, but sentiment underneath feels nervous. If silver suddenly jumps next week, most people will ask, why now? But the better question is, why not earlier? This setup didn't appear overnight. It's been forming quietly while headlines focused elsewhere. Notice how silver hasn't collapsed despite pressure. That alone tells you demand is absorbing more than expected. This is usually where smart money starts leaning in. Not chasing, just positioning calmly. Let me ask you something, and answer honestly in your head. Do you think big banks wait for confirmation or create it? Because history suggests they move first and explain later. And retail usually fills in after the fact. This is why next week matters more than it seems. Not because of a headline, but because of timing. If silver pushes up even slightly, momentum traders will notice, and momentum in silver spreads faster than people expect. Once that happens, the narrative flips overnight. Suddenly everyone is bullish like they knew it all along. Bullion Alert? HQ exists to catch these moments early. Not to hype, but to connect dots others ignore. Now here's where it gets interesting. JPMorgan's exposure suggests they're less worried about downside risk short term. That alone should make you pause. Big banks don't relax unless they feel protected. Protection usually means they expect price to move in their favor. Not dramatically announced, but quietly profitable. If you've been watching silver for years, you've seen this movie before. It never starts with excitement, it starts with confusion. And confusion is exactly what we have right now. People don't know whether to care or ignore silver. That's usually the sweet spot, right before attention comes flooding back. I'm not here to tell you what price silver will hit. I'm here to tell you why next week isn't just another week. If nothing happens, fine, the setup still remains. But if something does happen, it won't be random. This is where I want to hear from you. Do you think silver is being suppressed or simply coiled? Drop your thought in the comments. Even if you're unsure, different perspectives actually help everyone see clearer. And if this video made you think differently about silver, share it with someone who watches markets closely. Sometimes one conversation is enough to change how people prepare. No hype, no fear, just awareness. That's how smart decisions are made. Thanks for being part of Bullion Alert HQ. Stay sharp, stay curious, and keep watching silver closely.